Now we come to grammar. We have covered so far huwa, hum, anta, antum, ana, nahnu, and hiya, she, and rabbuhu, rabbuhum, rabbuka, rabbukum, rabbi, rabbuna, rabbuha, and 8 prepositions, la and li for, min from, an with, ma'a with, and bi in, and fi in, and also ala on, and ila too. And we also have practiced these 8 prepositions by joining with hu, hum, ka, kum, he, na, and ha. In the last class we also learned past tense. Fa'ala, he did. Please translate. Fa'ala, he did. Fa'alu, they did. Fa'alta, you did. Fa'altum, you all did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'alna, we did. Now let us repeat in Arabic and talk to Arabs. Fa'ala, fa'alu. فعل فعلوا فعلت فعلتم فعلت فعلتم فعلت فعلنا فعلت فعلنا. And practice now with me. فعل فعلوا فعلت فعلتم فعلت فعلنا فعل فعلوا فعلت فعلتم فعلت فعلنا. Remember that almost 5,000 words of the Quran have come on these patterns. So these patterns are extremely important, and try to do these exercises with action. These are only 5-6 minutes of exercise, but they are extremely precious. Will help you understand and remember these forms very easily. Allahu Akbar. Now we come to another tense. Please note that Arabic has only 2 tenses. Thank God they are not 3, otherwise the things would have been more challenging. I would say not problematic. Take it as challenge. Don't say it is difficult or problem. Just say challenge. Take it positively. But anyway, fa'al madi, which is past tense, or more appropriately perfect tense, and fa'al mudari', which is imperfect tense. Fa'al madi, which has been done, completed. Fa'al mudari', which has not been done yet, which has not been completed yet. Which means either it is going on or will be done. Mudari' means either it is going on or will be done, not complete yet. So we'll do 6 forms of fa'al mudari', and also note that almost 5,000 words of the Quran have come on these patterns. So let us do that with TPI, and also please note the difference. Now I would like you to be very specific here. When we practice past tense, fa'ala, keep your hand low, voice low. Fa'ala, he did. Fa'alu, they did. Fa'alta, you did. Fa'altum, you all did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'alna, we did. When you say yaf'alu, your voice is higher, and your sign, your level of your hand or pointing is higher at the eye level. So yaf'alu, he does. So please translate after me, repeat after me. Yaf'alu, he does. Yaf'alu, he does. Yaf'aluna, they do. Yaf'aluna, they do. Taf'alu, you do. Taf'alu, you do. Taf'aluna, you do. Taf'aluna, you do. Af'alu, I do. Af'alu, I do. Naf'alu, we do. Naf'alu, we do. Now once more. Yaf'alu, he does. Yaf'alu, he does. Yaf'aluna, they do. Yaf'aluna, they do. Taf'alu, you do. Taf'alu, you do. Taf'aluna, you do. Taf'aluna, you do. Af'alu, I do. Af'alu, I do. Naf'alu, we do. Naf'alu, we do. Now translate. Yaf'alu, he does. Yaf'aluna, they do. Taf'alu, you do. Taf'aluna, you do. Af'alu, I do. Naf'alu, we do. Once more. Yaf'alu, he does. Yaf'aluna, they do. Taf'alu, you do. Taf'aluna, you do. Af'alu, I do. Naf'alu, we do. Now repeat after me, and we are talking to Arabs now. Yaf'alu, yaf'aluna. Yaf'alu, yaf'aluna. Taf'alu, taf'aluna. Taf'alu, taf'aluna. Af'alu, naf'alu. Af'alu, naf'alu. Once more. Now repeat after me, and we are talking to Arabs now. Yaf'alu, yaf'aluna. Yaf'alu, yaf'aluna. Taf'alu, taf'aluna. Taf'alu, taf'aluna. Af'alu, naf'alu. Af'alu, naf'alu. And now lastly, repeat with me, and again we are talking to Arabs. يفعل يفعلون تفعل تفعلون أفعل نفعل يفعل يفعلون تفعل تفعلون أفعل نفعل. I would like you to notice one more thing. Last time we said when it is past tense, فعل فعلوا فعلت فعلتم فعلت فعلنا, endings were changing. In this one, beginnings change. يفعل يفعلون تفعل تفعلون أفعل نفعل يا تا تا na. Just forget about una na at the end for the time being, but more important is just remember the beginning forms ya ta na. Yatan yatan. As I explained yesterday, that if I stand in the middle of the road, I can recognize anything that is coming towards me by looking at its front end only, and that we have drawn by a plane which is landing. And if you stand near the middle of the strip, then you can see only the front face, and on the front face we have shown ya ta na. Now we come to learning tip. We'll talk about homeworks. We have given you almost 8 tips so far. That our brain has huge capacity which is largely unused. We have to create as many flashes as possible. Take a deep breath and try to read, write, say, see, do, so that 95% retention is there, and think big and colorful. Learn with love and enthusiasm, and learn the meanings with an example. And lastly, revise next hour, next day, next week, next month, and so on. To accommodate all these, we have suggested 7 homeworks, 2 on recitation, and we will just focus on 2 today, and I will discuss more because of time limit. What do I mean by 2 on recitation? Recite the Quran from the Mus'haf for at least 5 minutes if you don't have the habit. Our target is to read 1 juz, 1 para per day. But to begin with, at least, if you don't have the habit, recite from the Mus'haf at least for 5 minutes. That is first. And also recite from your memory for at least 5 minutes. When you are walking, going to masjid, coming back, or going to your work, or doing anything at home which does not require your mental involvement, you can recite. So 2 homeworks are for tilawa. At least 5 minutes recitation from the Mus'haf, and at least 5 minutes recitation from your memory, whatever you have memorized. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us fulfill all the rights of the Quran. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.